My Hebrew brothers and sisters, the 12 tribes of Israel scattered all over the earth, welcome back. This is your Moreh Yeshu, Ben Uriah Israel, and we just want to take this moment to thank you for your subscriptions, thank you for your likes, thank you for your comments, and if you're watching this video, you're on this channel for the first time, we're going to ask you also to like and subscribe and invite your friends and loved ones to do the same. We thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your prayers, and thank you for just being on this channel. We just want to thank you. Praise his name. Praise his holy name. My brothers and sisters, you take the time to listen, and just remember that tomorrow at 11 Eastern Standard Time, we'll be doing live streaming. And so we're just finishing up Judaism, and we're going to start on Christianity. And we talked about the major religions, of the world. So please, if you can, join us tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Please do so. Praise his holy name. Praise his name. We're in Psalm chapter 14, and we finish in the last session. We finish verse 2, right? And so we're going to. As a matter of fact, we started verse 3. We started reading verse 3, but we did not go very far in that. Where we talk about gone aside. Listen to where we have read in Psalm 3 verse 3. Psalm 14 verse 3 rather. And it said, they are all gone aside. They are altogether become filthy. There is none that doeth good, no, not one. Now, our ancestors had joined up to do the things that displease Yahuwah. Okay, so the 10 tribes of the north, they were taken into Syria, into Assyria Empire. All right? The Chaldean got them. They were messing up so bad from the time they left Egypt and got into the land. Every one of the people that came out of Egypt, with the exception of about 2 or 3 people, died. Caleb, Joshua, and Moshe. They had died. As a matter of fact, Moshe, he died. He didn't enter. He saw the land, but he didn't get in there. And you cannot blame a person for making you do something if you don't want to do it. But if you look at it from the standpoint of how they were acting, and Moshe really it was so taken with the attitude that he did stuff that he shouldn't do. Okay, we have to take responsibility for our actions anyhow. But they mess up. They're in the land, and my brothers and sisters, one of the main things that Yahuwah was talking to our generation about right now is that we do not follow in the footsteps of our ancestors. We want to follow what they did, and that will not bring us anywhere but disaster. We don't get anything positive out of it. Everything's going to be negative. So let us walk according to his word. We have the word in front of us here, my brothers and my sisters. It doesn't have to be read to us. We can read it. We can see it with our eyes. We can hear it with our ears. We can say it with our lips, what is written in the word. Okay. So, Yahuwah looked down from heaven in verse 2, right? To see if there were anyone who understands, anyone who were willing to reach out and to serve him. And he said that they were all gone astray. They did abominable, filthy stuff. Okay. He continues in verse 3. And we're talking about the sinfulness of man. This is what this is all about, the sinfulness of man. So, our ancestors, like some of us, like to follow the ways of the Gentiles. Anything that they do, we want to go do it. We want to try it. And sometimes the intent is that, let me see what it is. Let me see what. And you get caught. Never want to do the right thing again. Get caught. Now we left guilty because of our participation. We left guilty. I was talking to someone on the phone. I was talking about a particular church into a particular area, and we were talking about how the leader, in the past, and it just messed up, and continue to mess up. And I was talking to the individual, and I was saying, look, I don't see how you become a part of, how you're a part of that. And the individual drew an illustration about Aaron. You cannot use Aaron as an example of how people sin and how there's forgiveness. No. And how his family become priests and all that kind of stuff. Their problem is different from our problem today. I can tell you that there is nowhere in the scripture that you read about Aaron where you say he was a womanizer, like some of these preachers. Preacher of the preaching, and you have several women in the audience. And have several women in the audience, eyes looking at, checking out on each one to see how they dress, the competitions. And you can't talk about it in the church. My brother, tomorrow we're going to be talking about Christianity in our live stream. This should not happen. This should not happen. Should not happen. But it does. Okay. So here in verse 3, he said, they are all gone aside. They are all together. Both the northern kingdom, both the southern kingdom, and all the people that they're following. So they are all together become filthy. They're all together become filthy. So we have preachers around, right, that watching other preachers how they behave. Man, I want to get me a big building too, Because I see that preacher also have a big building. And the preacher don't also have a big building. Like everybody want to be the first Baptist church of whatever city. My brothers, if you continue, you'll be the first Baptist church of hell. If you continue in your way that you're going, you'll be the first Baptist church of, or the first Adventist church of, or the first Anglican church of, or the first Episcopal church of, or the first Methodist church of, or the first Presbyterian church of, whatever relationship you have, whatever denomination you have, if you do not change and do what Yahuwah said, my brothers and sisters, It's going to be hard. It is going to be hard on you. So then, based on what he said here, they are all gone aside. Please, my brothers and sisters, put yourself into a position where you can say, okay, I am not going aside anymore. I am going to live, I am going to do what Yahuwah said. This is what I am going to do. What Yahuwah said. And this is what he said. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? And you know, we did read Hosea 9:3. I mean 9:12. When we talk about, you know, Yahuwah's going to change things. Look here what they do. You can't get involved in doing stuff. You're turning aside and you're doing what you want to do, but you say you're on Yahuwah's side, it won't work. It will not work. So look at the word again. Sur. The word sur. Gone aside here is the word sur. We did talk about a little bit about this in the last session. Sur. And we said there was a difference with the letter shin or sin. You have letter, the same letter in the consonants, the Hebrew consonants, is sin, and it is vav and resh. And sometimes the letter can be sh, like you could say shore, and this in this case is soar, soar, S-O-O-R, soar, all right? That's the kind of English phonetic spelling of the word. Okay, so the primitive root is a primitive root, and is to turn aside or to depart, you know, to turn aside, to turn in, unto, like, you know, you're traveling and you turn, it's like you detouring, okay, you're detouring. This is not the main road that you need to be on, but this is the road that you're going to take, right? Because you feel you're going to get you there quicker. I may be inquisitive, let me just go down the road and see what's down that road. My brothers, we shouldn't be doing that. It's to depart or to depart from the way. You know, gone aside is to avoid going the right way. To be removed from the right way. To come to an end. To turn aside. That's what the word there, my brothers and sisters. And we talk about some STEM words, right? And you know, I hope you don't stone me for saying this over and over, but you know, like when we're doing English grammar, right? We have STEM words, like you have the present perfect and the, you know, past perfect and the past participle and the present participle, and you know, and so on and so on. We have all of those, right? Well, the STEM word, like there's a hip hill, is to cause to turn aside, or to cause to depart, or remove, or to take away, to put away, or to depose, to put aside, or to put, you know, to put aside, to leave undone, to retract, or to reject, or to abolish. The way that Yahuwah wants us to go, we don't want to go that way. We've gone aside from it. We abolish that, and you know, and so, and the hope hal is like to be taken away. So when we don't do the right thing, that's what happened. We are being taken away. We are being removed. We are being removed. Praise His name. Praise His name. And so, my brother, we are not supposed to get to that point that, you know, we are so far removed from what Yahuwah wants us to do. what he wants us to be. Okay. In verse 4, it says, have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge? Those of our ancestors and our relatives, they are asked a question right now because they have become the workers of iniquity. We turn away from Yahuwah's way and doing the things that Yahuwah doesn't want to do. They become so sinful, the workers of iniquity. All kind. My brothers and sisters, the word iniquity here, the connotation is all kind of sins. Multiple. Can't even number them. Can't even number them. And he said, have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge? Who eat up my people as they eat bread and then call not on the name of Yahuwah? So what they do? They hurt Yahuwah's people. Eat them up. Sometimes I think there may be some cannibalism involved in that. But the way they treat them, you can be disposed of. The way they treat them, the workers of iniquity. We just finished Black History Month. We just finished Black History Month. And my brothers and my sisters, when we talk about some of the atrocities that have been done to us as Hebrew Israelites, we think about the Atlantic, the East Atlantic Treaty. See and conquer. You go, you see, you take it. And then the voyage of the people traveling to the Americas and to the Caribbeans and to other part of Europe and Asia and different places. They're taking them, South America and different places, Central America. They're taking them. And they are workers of iniquity because they're going to use them to fill their pockets and to take care of themselves and their family and their posterity. They eat up the people in that sense, committing all kinds of atrocities against them. And at the same time, when they try to gather together to pray and to sing, they don't want to get together. Every other nation of people can get together, but our ancestors, we can't get together. We can't do nothing. As soon as we start getting together, they start calling us radicals. And we're up to no good. All you have, empty hands, getting ready to have a meal or to sit down or to talk or to discuss, things pertaining to your life, how we're going to make it from the next day to the other. You can't gather, you can't meet. They eat up, and then you can't even say that you're Israelite, you're Hebrew Israelite. How dare you going to say that? No, you're not no Hebrew Israelite. The Europeans are. That's the attitude. Oh, because that's what they made us to believe. That's what they made us to believe. And so, over the years, they try to defend that turf. But my brothers and my sisters, we don't have to go around with guns and sticks and knives and machete or whatever. We don't have to go around with a car. We can't get them anyhow. Even if we want to get them, we can't get them. Don't make one of them get hold of a weapon like that. No. You give it to the European descent. Give it to the Asian and other people. Don't give it to them. Those people, those dark brown people, don't give it to them. We call ourselves dark brown and gold. They call us black. Don't give it to them. But my brothers and my sisters, the question here is asked. And we're going to stop here and we're going to come back to this verse 4. Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread, and call not upon my name, call not upon the name of Yahuwah. We're going to come back to this verse. We don't finish yet. Still have a lot to do. We're going to ask you, my brothers, my sisters, to be a blessing to someone today and walk with the King. Shalom.